Now we have to pick the timing for the landing, and since Duna has like some atmosphere, it can help me land safely. But I think this time I'm not gonna rely on the atmosphere and just go for the brute force of vertical descent to Duna, which will be as precise as it can be, right? But first thing first, I'm gonna make a node over here. And the reason I'm making a node over here, because I want to reduce my inclination. In this case, actually increase my inclination. So I will be passing over this area. And I think when I'll be passing over this area, there will be a trajectory passing over on this map over here. So let's watch closely as I pull this down. There should be a trajectory passing over that area. Let's keep pulling this down. I think I missed it. I think I missed it. Let's do it again. Does it show up there? Map type, biome. I think it should show up here because there is an orbit overlay over here. Let me see, double check. So on the big map, when I'm, for example, doing the maneuver editor over here, and I'm using tens and do minus here, you see there is a trajectory here that changes. But this time this trajectory over there doesn't go. Maybe I'm not doing it correctly. Yeah, probably I'm not doing it correctly because I'm not... See, it doesn't... Exit the map here. If I exit the map like this and don't see that... Let's go back and see where is my mistake here. I obviously mistaken somewhere. Let's pop back the slope map. Let's try and make here a waypoint. Somewhere here where there is 0 something. Professor says, how about pencil and paper? Only actual orbit can be displayed. ScanSat is changed that feature. Oh yeah, when you're changing the orbit for the first time, it will display a new orbit for a little while. Where the hell was the... Oh, there. I saw it somewhere here. Yeah, this is good enough. Right? We're gonna set this. And this waypoint will be on the map. So... Why did I need this waypoint? Can somebody tell me? I have no idea. But anyway. Let me see. let's try and pick it up a little bit closer here. Let's reduce our increase our inclination. Okay, let's push the minus button a bunch of times. See, there is some kind of maneuver. So I don't know if I see if I do this maneuver, it doesn't show me a new maneuver over here. It shows me a new maneuver on the big map, right? But it doesn't show me on the small map. So I have to keep this in mind. So I will just eyeball it over here. So I will say this passes right on top of this thing. Right? This is what I'm gonna say. Let me actually line up like this. Reduce it here. So this should pass right on top of this baby. So I'm gonna zoom back in. Oh yeah, the reason I did a waypoint, I remember now. The reason I made a waypoint, so on the small map I'll see my landing spot over here. So this is where I see it, see? So that's why I made a waypoint. Okay, I got it now. So this should pass right on top of this baby, right? And then I will create another how you say? I forgot. I will create another node. It will not be visible on the small map, I guess. It will only be visible on the big map. But now see, on the small map over here I have my waypoint as well, so it will be easy for me to judge where I'm making a burn. So if I create, right now I have here this waypoint, right? So this waypoint you should be able to see on the map. Well, it's cluttered over here, see? This is it over here. Now let's create a new waypoint and see if we can see it on the map. Okay? Let's do it. We're gonna create waypoint right here. Okay? So let's see if we'll be able to see it on the map. No. The new waypoint is not displayed on the map. So only the old waypoint is displayed on the map. Okay. And in this case, what we have to do, we have to eyeball how fast we're going at this position and reduce this whole lateral speed to a minimum, like this. It will show me the prediction of the landing over here. So we're gonna get it as close as possible to our destination. Well, I guess now, since we have this, we can eyeball this a little bit better. Yeah, look at this, it's moving. Okay, that doesn't mean anything. I have to amend this note. That's 10 seconds, it's too much. So what I want to overshoot a little bit, right? I don't know if it's too little, but actually I would like more burn, so it will be more vertical than that. But I guess this burn will be vertical enough since I'm gonna be using the parachutes. But I want to be safe and completely burn the lateral velocity over here. And I will also see how much does it take me to burn lateral velocity completely. So completely destroying the lateral velocity will require this much of delta V. How much is that? It's 800 delta V. I have 800 delta V, there is no problem. And Perfella says, trash calculate planet rotation. Yes, it does. So it's taking into account the planet rotation. See, I'm burning here, but it shows me I'm landing here, but actually I'm landing here. And the reason is that the trajectory takes into account the rotation of the planet and current position. So if you go here to the trajectory, it will you can choose in flight and show trajectory like this, and fixed body and complete and everything. So you can use a fixed body and it will show you exactly how it goes, right? So this is how I fly in terms of the if it's fixed on the body of the thing, right? So this is my burn, but you can see my trajectory ends here and goes back a little bit. Well, actually, if it goes back, it's not so good, but I could reduce it, reduce the burn a little bit. See, so if I do like this, it will just straight up stop and go directly down from this point and just land there on this landing spot. So let's move our maneuver according to the plan. 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 12. It's about a minute or so, 2 minutes into the future. Let's see. So this should precise as it can possibly get. This should be very precise, like 440 meters. It's not actually precise, but well, I have no idea how to make it as precise as possible. I guess I could maneuver this note a little bit better. Yeah, this one is 115 meters. This one is 17 meters. And I'm guessing 17 meters is the best I can get. That's what I'm thinking, at least. It's 51 meters. Alright. Let's reduce this one. Let's blow the trajectory. Alright. So let's move this maneuver node over here. Maneuver node either. So, our plan is to burn this way over here to reduce my rotation. After that, I will detach my spacecraft and start doing the irregular maneuvers. Let me see if that's possible. I think we can still maneuver this space station, but you know what? I'm not gonna do it. I'm just gonna detach from the space station over here, and I'll do all the maneuvers after that. So that's what I'm gonna do. Alright. Let's prepare our spacecraft. So Bob Kerman will fly into the surface. And Bill Kerman as well. Our pilot will stay on the space station and keep an eye on things. And then we'll see what we can do. Yeah? Yeah. So let's save this position over here. Let's see, where are we positionally. We are over here. So our maneuver node is 12 minutes from now. The maneuver node will be into this direction, the sideways. So if we position ourselves right now on the retrograde, it will mean that our spacecraft will be living in this direction, in the opposite direction over there, and it will be fine. Then just turn a little bit and burn. Alright. Shaping up to be a landing. We can only imagine what's going through their heads right now. Let's control from here. And let's detach. Okay. Detach complete. So did we lose all our maneuvers? Yes, we did. I think all the maneuvers are staying with the space station, which is unfortunate. I'm gonna have to delete those. We don't need them here. We have to set up the maneuvers from the beginning. It's okay. Do we have to set up the target? Activate navigation. I think we do have to set up the target from scratch. But I think this is actually the target. Was it like this before? Yeah, I think it is. Let's show landing predictions. So this is the target. Okay, that's fine. Let's set up maneuver over here. This is maneuver to change our inclination. It doesn't have to be precise now, we'll correct it later. And then we set up maneuver, where we set it? Over here somewhere, right? And this maneuver will delete our lateral velocity. Where is the trajectory? Let's actually display fixed body. I like it. I like it a lot. See, it shows us that the trajectory is over there. And over here, yeah. So let's control this maneuver. No, not this one. Over here. Well, this one will be good enough, I think. We still have 8 minutes to prepare, so that's fine. We lost the target, but it's okay. So let's I did this maneuver over here, fine tune it like this. It's getting closer. Okay, now let's fix this maneuver over here. I think it's 32 minutes over here. That's the best we can get. Whoa, 1 meter, look at that. Did you see that? 2 meters difference. What can you tell me about this maneuver, huh? I think it's pretty good. Alright. So, I think we're ready here. Let's see how we are compared to our station. So what I want to do, I want to use this liquid fuel and oxidizer tank over here. And this one will be 192, which is good. And this one will bring us up to 1398. Yeah. And this is what we burn. On the second burn, we're gonna burn around 700 over here, so 800 almost. So the total will be 800. So over here is 24, and over here is 776. So total is 800 to stop and start falling down. Now, after we fall down, we will have to burn around the same number to break the fall if the parachutes don't do the job well. So that should be taken into account. But other than that, we'll see what will happen. Other than that, F5. Okay, 6 minutes until maneuver. Let's orient ourselves into the maneuver node. Let's try and close this electric charge batteries like this. Let's try and close the antenna. Alright, we still have connection because we have connection relay from our space station over here, so that's good. Alright, so let's turn here a little bit like this so it doesn't screw with my mind. Yeah. Okay, I think we're ready. You think we're ready? Let's control from here just in case. I don't want to do stupid mistakes here. Okay, let's double check everything again. We have this maneuver to change our inclination. Then we have this burn over here to stop our lateral movement. And then we'll rely on some atmosphere to slow us down, but actually use our engines for the suicide burn and probably release our parachutes. I don't know about that, but we'll see what we can do there. I'm not reliant on parachutes too much. I mostly want to land this thing as it is. So yeah, I guess the reason why it shows a little arc over here and here it shows the straight line, because this is relatively to the surface, and the surface never stops moving, right? The surface is moving all the time. So what happens here, we're keeping this momentum with the surface, with the speed with the surface, so the surface speed will be 0 at this point. So this is very smart to enable this fixed body this display, and there you go, we did it. You live, you learn. Okay, so let's first of all enable our engines. How we do this? Like this, by pressing 1. It's a magic number. Gimbal is enabled. It's good enough for me. I actually want the gimbal to work over here because it will help us orient our spacecraft in case of an emergency, which is likely to happen with my landings. So yeah, we're gonna burn it exactly what it is, so we will rely on MacJap for this burn. I'm increasing the warp to 10 times the regular time. I'm gonna stop it manually before that and enable the autopilot. Execute the node. Okay. Now we are aligning ourselves with the node over here and execute next node. Burn. Inclination burn complete. So if I'm not mistaken now, what we will have to see if we open the big map, we will see a huge node maneuver on top of our target. There you go. See? A huge node maneuver on top of our target right there. So that's good. That works. First milestones. We have performed crew transfer near Duna. Okay. Thank you for letting me know. Let's orient ourselves to a new node. The burn will be 11 minutes from now. So, crew, please get ready. We're going for Duna. Let's rotate this way. And let's orient ourselves in a free camera. Like this. Okay. Woohoo! So excited. A little bit scary, but in a good way. Alright. Let's reshuffle here my controls so it will be intuitive. So this is the truck chutes and these are the regular chutes, right? This is not needed. Okay, probably we will not need any parachutes on this mission. Well, we will see. Right now we have 1,300 delta V, excluding this fuel can. And this fuel can will total us in 3,000 delta V, which is plenty for landing. So that should be good. Ooh, excited. Alright, let's go. I'm gonna save over here. Let's time warp a little bit here. There's the sun. It will be sunny landing. Okay. Let's prepare the burn. This is going to be 2 minutes burn because